I'm too old. Sorry.
Yeah. Is a bit.
By the way, I would love to do my job in a full interview. These three are forces of nature. And genuinely we're just like, oh yeah, we'll sort it. Don't you worry about that.
Hello.
I feel like I should be sat just...
No, mate.
It's going to be done. Everyone go truly wild for our wonderful Doctor Who trio!
Doctor Who trio, make it sound like a sandwich. Do you want fries with that? With your trio?
Don't you got the beautiful moment to say a rose between two thorns? Oh, stop it, you. I don't have a little bit of a crush on Anatta, stop it. So, hello guys, sorry, I should probably do my job at some point, shouldn't I?
Hi everyone!
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello, Sunday.
You're doing better than that, surely.
Anybody want to be Daleks today?
No.
Good? Just, all you have to do is look at the light, okay? Look at the light. Yeah?
Look into my
No,
eyes.
let's do the wrong side back. There we go. Look at the light, look at the light. Look at the light, right? Okay, zap, 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 zap. You will all be Daleks in 24 hours.
Yeah.
The only way out is chocolate.
I love you all so
There's
much.
thing
I'm so
one and
sorry.
thing two. Fun that is funny. You gotta love it.
You haven't seen just how wobbly the wigs are. They were distracting me a whole interview ago, it was ridiculous. So, hello you three, it's a pleasure to have you on stage. I think it's time we talk about, I mean, I'm not sure if anyone in the crowd has heard of this before, it's a bit of like a subgenre really that not many people have heard of. Anyone here fans of Doctor Who? Just a couple of Whovians, and to say this is, you know, a wide array of everything you can get Whovian here, it's definitely the way to be. So, I will say, when you first walked on, was there that big kind of, I am now part of something so much bigger than myself here, like the whole, because it's not just what's been on TV, there's the audiobooks, there's the comic books, there's everything, it's a whole universe, a whole massive fandom. Was there a little bit of being in awe of this being like, I've got my own little part of this now for you three?
Yeah, you start too. Because you predate us a little bit.
I've been, yeah.
I'm just saying that. Sorry, that came out wrong.
I'm not quite sure if I am.
You're the senior player here.
I'm the senior.
So when you were first in it,
Yeah.
how many years had it been going then when you were first?
I was a fan at 16 when it started.
Yeah.
So I loved Hartnell and Tramp.
Yeah.
And then I went off to university up to Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then I started working.
Like Venice of the North.
Well, I spent most of the time there playing in the Cavern Club with the soul band.
Did you know that?
Anybody know that?
These guys are-
No, I was in a band. I nearly
Yeah.
became a musician.
Is this your old soul boy?
No, and then when they came round to do Resurrection, which I think came about through a strike with the guys, the techie guys,
Yeah.
they put the thing back a month. So the guy was going to do it, and Michael Wisher, who was going to come back, were off doing other things.
Yeah.
So Matthew Robinson, I'd just finished doing a series with down at TBS, rang me up and said, do you know anything about the Daleks? I said, yeah, of course I do, I'm a fan. And the Daleks, yeah, I said, Doctor Who, yeah, absolutely. And Davros, I went, who the F's that?
That's in Switzerland, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously Davros. Oh, that's right, that's where they talk about the money. So I had to sit down, and they said, that's what we're bringing back, you know, do you want to do it? Well, I said, no,
There
Paul
you go.
McGann's a much better actor than me, so if I should get him in. But that was the beginning, thinking it was a 2-week job. And then JMT, like, wait, so I came back with Colin, came back with Sylvester,
There you go.
and then I carried on doing it as you with Big Finish. You know,
Showbiz, folks.
That's the way it
It's
goes.
basically who's available. That's it. And it always will be. Who's around, right? We're starting Monday. Who's around? That's it.
I've seen your acting, it certainly isn't as easy as that.
No.
I mean, you're all fantastic to be fair while we're here. But yeah, was that a big moment for you, Paul, walking in and being like, I'm now a part of something massive?
Well, I was when I in 96, wasn't it? When I did the thing in what they now call the movie, don't forget, well, why should you have forgotten? Doctor Who had been off the TV. They got rid of it 5-6 years before, so that was at a strange sort of...
The between times.
It was like, yeah, what the fans now call the wilderness years.
A bit like it is now.
Yeah. It had been booted into the long grass, so that was kind of strange. So it wasn't like joining something that was always on the crest of a wave. No, it was a strange thing, and the idea was that it was maybe going to relocate, and it was now going to be in North America. And so yeah, it was a strange thing to get involved in. So it was kind of tense, and nevertheless, my agent, Janet Fielding, she put me right. She said, no, this thing's still got a big future. And she did say to me that, because she'd been my agent for a few years, she said, this isn't like any other acting job. I said, well, don't be silly, they're all the same. And she said, no, this one ain't the same. This one, she said, I guarantee you'll still be talking about this in 30 years' time. And here we are. It's the truth. It's not like anything else. It has a life of its own.
I still firmly believe that the BBC are missing out by not just taking, like, at least some of the audios and having just going back, having kind of like the side story of the 8th Doctor's time.
Well, they could be, yeah, you're right, they could do that. They could do anything they wanted. They could go forwards, backwards, sideways. It's Doctor Who. And given, well, let's hope Russell T Davies is still in charge, but he could do that. He could basically do what he wants. We could all be back in it. We've seen already, David Tennant's come back, we've all appeared variously in Jodie's episodes. So, anything's possible. That's how it's lasted for 60 years. Anyway.
I think that is part of the magic of the show, isn't it? Literally, anything is possible. Sometimes you're in Victorian Europe, sometimes you're off in outer space on weird and wonderful planets, and
invite
everything
them,
in between.
They will come, invite them, they will come. It's just, that's the way it is.
And Anita, how was it for you coming in? Because it was after the middle times, into the kind of, it is what it is now, the kind of, it's grown into the massive thing that it is. Was it a little awe-inspiring walking in and being like, I'm getting my own little part in this now?
Well, I watched it when I was a kid, obviously, and was scared of the Daleks, like everybody else was, even though they can't get up the stairs. But and I suppose being a latecomer to the whole series, I just really wanted to come back because I don't feel like I've finished. I think Mrs. Flood might have a future, don't you? Yeah. So I'm hoping, to sort of be sitting here on a sofa, maybe in a couple of years' time, with these guys, and it's still going on.
Now, you say about the Daleks, it is one of those amazing things about the series, because let's be honest, we know how media and TV works. The Doctor will always win. The Doctor is always that all-powerful presence. However, because of the writing with it, the baddies just have to be perfect. Because there is going to be, the Doctor will sort it at the end of there somehow, and they're able to tell amazing stories, and sometimes he might not win how he wants to and things like that. But they do write such amazing, fantastic, like just the baddies in it, the Davros, the Rani that we have now, all of that kind of thing. How was it for you two playing, well, I suppose you kind of didn't know you were a baddie for a little while anyway.
No, I started out as a goodie, I thought, nice little neighbour, no trouble at all, just a bit nosy, and ended up like, the Rani. So I'm hoping that it will come back and I get a chance to flex my muscles.
So how was it kind of playing against the Doctor? Because the Doctor is that all-knowing, all-everything character. You kind of have to be that all-knowing, all-evil entity. And of course, Paul, for you, what would be your favourite villain that you've had to deal with in anything, to be fair, in all of the extended media that you've done?
It's, the first one I did, which was Resurrection, it shows the power of the Daleks, because Davros had an assistant by his side all the time, helping him and dealing with things that happened. A young guy called Leslie Grantham. I never knew what happened to him. But it was actually, it was at that time, because Matthew Robinson was casting EastEnders right at that time, and Leslie was in playing Kitson, Davros's, henchman. And I got really well with Les. He was lovely man.
He was, yeah. So here's to him, right?
And I saw him again on EastEnders. I played Chalky White, an old pub mate, you know, who had the door blown off his car by these gangsters chasing Dirty Den. So there are little moments like that, and all things come around, and Rita and...
And we're old. We've worked together before, years ago.
Way before any of this, on stage, yeah. And had a great time, you know. Should have gone to the West End, though.
Yes.
When you, for those of us that get to play the Doctor, you know, mostly the 8 is on audio, but you know, you're still the Doctor. And really, it's until you face the Daleks, you don't really feel like you're the Doctor until you've been at war with the Daleks. And but over the years of doing the audios, there's been some other, you know, notable villains. Even there was one thing we did. What's it called? Years back, the one where the Doctor is at war with himself. He's in his own head. What's that one? So like I can't even remember the titles of them now. And there was a brilliant thing called a villain called the 11. You know that one. Mark Bonner plays.
Called the 11.
The 11. There's a villain called the 11. Yeah, on the audios. Anyway, that was that.
Stretching my knowledge now.
That's been the 11. And one actor plays them all. And what's more, they're simultaneous. And it was just pre-COVID days when we started doing it. So we're watching this actor play 11 roles at once. Yeah. Mark Bonner's a fantastic actor. You'd know his face if you saw him on TV. That's been my favourite so far, is watching this guy work. Yeah, the 11.
And playing 11
Playing 11 villains at once. I'm telling you, man.
That just sounds tiring. I mean, that kind of thing, I'd absolutely love to see how they do it on the screen. There is
quite... The thing is with the audios, you couldn't... People sometimes say, well, wouldn't that be a great script for the television? But of course, if it was, it wouldn't be a good audio. In a sense, you know, the audios are... You couldn't afford to make them. No. Really with the audios, the beauty of the audios is they're as big and as expensive as your own imagination is. You know, you, the listener. In a sense, like the worlds, the universe that they create are almost limitless. You couldn't afford to make them. Simple as that. Yeah. The special effects, in a sense, are the ones that you have in your mind. So, anyway, you couldn't make them. You couldn't stage them.
Now, I'm very aware of time. As much as I would love to keep talking to you, I am going to throw things out to the audience now. So if you have any questions for any or all of these three wonderful people, please put your hand up. I shall come and get through. If you can try and keep it not short, but a little bit, because I'm guessing there'll be quite a few hands up, as there already is.
Go on then.
First question?
Paul, I hope you don't mind a question not about Doctor Who. I was absolutely thrilled to see you turn up in one of my favourite series this year, namely Bookish. Have you got an anecdote from that show?
Oh, Bookish, it's been out already, hasn't it? No, not an anecdote as such, but just what only that Mark asked me to be in it. Now, most actors will... You know, in the course of our working lives, you get stuff, you go up for stuff, you send tapes in, you audition for things. Every now and again, someone will just say, come and be in this thing. And it's the loveliest feeling, isn't it? Just when you're asked to do something. And of course, you drop everything and go and do it, because it's just the night. That's it, that's my anecdote. You know, Mark said, yeah, come and be in this. I've written a part for you. And I've got to say, however long you've been an actor, it's still the nicest thing to happen. Yeah.
That's what happened to me with Doctor Who.
There you go.
He just rang up and said, do you want to come and be in Doctor Who? And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Down the motorway.
No audition, yeah, it's yours if you want it. It's a lovely feeling, that, isn't it? How could you not like that? Thank you.
Next question.
Hello, my question is for Anatta. So, you were in the live
No, I can't hear you, sorry.
Yeah. So,
oh, that's better.
Anatta, you were in the live episode of EastEnders, and because you came back as Angie, What was it like filming live? Because especially because like Angie is this, she appears to her daughter as this kind of like it's a flashback. But what was it like filming that episode completely live?
I'm only getting bits of that.
What was it like being Angie live? Was it a bit of a challenge for when you came back to film
when I came back from the dead, you mean, for the episode
Yes.
where the pub got blown up?
What was it like doing it live?
It was really good. I didn't have to think about the lines because I knew the characters so well. I knew her inside out. And of course, Letitia Dean having been my daughter and a close pal for many years, it was just magical. It was really magical. I'm so glad I did it. Yeah.
Do you think one day they might do like a hologram version? You know the way they do for the ABBA show in London? So like a permanent one with holograms. I'd go and see it.
I'd be in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Any more?
Next question.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
You've got to sort them gators out, lad, one of these days.
Literally. Here's a question for all three of you. If you ever had access to the TARDIS, where would you like to go in time and space?
Ooh,
anywhere,
there's a
from
question.
anywhere?
What, you could go back to any time?
Yeah.
I know where I'd go back. I'd go back to June the 1st, 1974. And I'd find the little so-and-so that stole my bike. outside our house. I would, that's exactly where I'd want to go. I'd go there like 5 minutes before he or she did it. And catch him in the act. Yeah, there you are.
What about you, Terry?
Well, as I'm such a nasty person, I'd like to go back to the opening night of King Lear at the Globe Theatre in London and tell everybody the story before it happens. Because I only like the sex bit. He gets his eye pulled out.
What, no spoilers like? That's funny.
Me? Oh gosh. Do you mean like any time, like Egyptian time,
Yeah,
Roman
go on, pick a time,
anything?
yeah.
Well, knowing only what I've read in the history books, I don't know, but there's a moment in time that I had many, many years ago where you kind of recognise that you're standing on a threshold. You know, sliding doors,
Yeah,
the movie sliding doors. So she could have gone one way or the other, and life would have been like that or like that. And I remember standing in my flat at my table with a little lamp there, and I was on the phone, and somebody asked me a question, and I remember thinking, this is the middle of your life, and you can go that way or that way. And I chose, obviously the way I am now. I'd be very interested to know what it was if I'd taken the other path.
That's philosophy, that is.
We've gone deep.
I'm not sure I would want to live it, but I'd like to know what it was.
You know what that's a bifurcation. I'm just saying.
Let's not get into bi-generation and all of the splitting of everything, or we'll end up with another Radi on stage.
Yes, the road less taken.
I'm afraid to
you
say...
attack the high road. And, go on.
Sorry, we've only got time for one more question.
Oh, we better make it good then. General knowledge.
What was it like inside the suit of Davros?
Sorry, say again.
What was it like inside the suit of Davros?
What was it like inside the Davros suit? Go on. Aside from warm.
Jolly uncomfortable, actually. I mean, people look at it and they think, oh, this is great, you can zip around all over the place. But you've got about an hour and a half in makeup, putting the head on, and blacking your eyes out and your teeth, and having to swallow black food dye to blacken your tongue.
Where did you put your per diems?
Hey?
Where did you put your per diems? That's what all the actors want to know.
I know, yeah, where's my per diems?
Yeah.
And then they put you on this supermarket trolley base, which is surrounded by 4x2 timber, with two lead 12-volt car batteries in the back to run the electrics, cut a hole in the floor and say, pull it with your toes.
Now,
I tell you, if it was an
does that
Olympic
sound
event,
glamorous to you, folks?
event for toe wrestling, I'd win it. I tell you. But no, very uncomfortable.
Did the supermarket trolley base have a wonky wheel?
No, it always goes that way when you're trying to go there. As with all, and they say, oh, don't look as though you're wobbling. And they're going, I'm trying to get the... Going backwards, fine, but going forwards, what a killer.
There you go. Now you know the glamour.
Thank you very much. And